Everybody knows that Manchester United have one of the best academies in the world and some of the best youngsters in the world. In fact, Lasal, the new signing, 9.2 out of 10 Wonder Kid rating. Chido Obi Martin, 9.4 out of 10. Shea Lacey, 9.0. Harry Amis, 9.3. Saku Kono, 9.3. And then a 10 out of 10 potential. The 19-year-old Kobe Mainoo has a 10 out of 10 potential. Manchester United have some of the highest rated under 18 talents in European football right now. And it was said that Dan Ashworth has been challenged to bring in youthful players with the hierarchy and Ten Hag's preference to work with players aged 25 and under where possible, as they have considerable resale value. So Manchester United have gone out in the transfer window. The majority brought players aged 25 and under, bar Mazraoui, who I believe is 26. And then they've gone out and brought a load of youngsters to lower the United age. And INEOS are building a project at Manchester United for the future. And I want to talk about the project that INEOS are building, the youth, the talent that United have, and what the long-term project is. Because people forget, look, it's a long-term project at United. We're not going to win the league this season. We're not in the Champions League, so we can win anyway. Hopefully this season we see progress and we see what Ten Hag is trying to do. But it's about for the future. We're going to talk about the future. But first of all, guys, please do hit that like button. And of course, subscribe down below if you're new. I'm on 92,591 subscribers. I'm on that road to 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So every new subscriber helps. So let's talk about it. So we go back to the summer. The first two signings, Joshua Zirkzee, 23 years of age, and Leno Euro. Joshua Zirkzee played for the Netherlands last night. His third start for the Netherlands. He got a goal. He got an assist. An unbelievable performance from Zirkzee. He's already scored for United. Was unlucky in the Brighton game that his knee touched Garnacho's goal. He couldn't do anything about that. Obviously, he did miss a big opportunity in the Liverpool game, but more opportunities will come. He's coming into the right areas. I believe that Zirkzee will be a success at United. But the big signing was Leno Euro. When Real Madrid want a player, you know they're good. And when Real Madrid want this 18-year-old, you know that he's good. And Manchester United have beaten Real Madrid to 18-year-old Leno Euro, which again shows the power of the INEOS project. INEOS want to make sure that people know that this project is different at United. They are going to get United back on track. The right people are here, and they've managed to attract Leno Euro to the club, who had his heart set on so much on Real Madrid that he did reject Liverpool. He did reject PSG. But United managed to attract him to the project at Manchester United. And he is the best 18-year-old centre-back in football. He's the best young defender in football, seen as having a Ballon d'Or level of potential. But obviously, it's early days. He's injured. We need to mould him into the team. There's De Ligt, 25, Mazraoui, 26. Young players. But Omar Barada said in an interview when he was at Manchester City, you need to bring in players for the future. The Leno Euros, the Kones, the 18-year-olds. You need to bring in players that have been playing well and have potential to be superstars. Zirkzee, Agate, 23 years of age. And then you need to bring in players that are already at top now, De Ligt and Mazraoui. And that's what United have done this window. You look at Agate, 23 years of age. But I want to go back to Euro because I think people underestimate how good Euro is. Obviously, he's 18. We're signing him for what he's going to do in the future, but he's still an unbelievable player now. When you look at stuff like aerial Jules 1 and ball playing ability, then Euro ranks right at the top by the Van Dijks. And the football that Ten Hag plays, the centre-backs are going to be exposed, so they need to be really defensively good, but they also need to be good in build-up. And you get that in Van Dijk, and you get that in Leno Euro. He's probably the closest in terms of the next Van Dijk in football. He's very good on the ball. He's very tactically good. He could step up into midfield if Ten Hag wanted. He's tall. He's got long legs. He's fast. He's good at defending 1v1s. He's good out of possession. He's got good positional awareness. And I think because of Ten Hag's tactics, leaving the midfield a little far away from the defence, it makes it really difficult for the centre-backs at United. I think his out-of-possession work is very good. I think his physical, technical, and mental abilities to play at the top level are there. He's technically good on the ball. He's physically strong and fast, and he's mentally, to play that much football at 18, you've got to be mentally good. Centre-backs don't normally come through that young. And we know that Ten Hag likes to play the youth. But it's not just about Leno Euro. I mean, Leno Euro, is a similar age to some of the signings for our academy, but he's got so much experience for an 18-year-old, it's mad. We made 3 big signings for the academy, actually 4. James Overy, I thought to include him in that, who's 16. But Obi Martin, who's 16, brought him from Arsenal, caused a star. Lasal, who's 17, and Saku Kono is 18. And the main 3 signings to go into United Academy. Now, Obi Martin actually scored in Denmark's 5-3 win over Norway. Apparently, he cannot stop scoring. And Samuel Lasal played versus Wales under-18s and got a goal and assist. And apparently, he's just as an exciting talent as Obi Martin. He's just less hyped up because he was at Crystal Palace. But it's not just about the talents we're bringing in, it's about the talents we have. You know, Kobbie Mainoo at 19 years of age was starting a major final for England. At 19 years of age, he's starting an FA Cup final. I think he was 18 in the FA Cup final when he scored. And at 19 years of age, he's starting a final for England in a major tournament. And although it wasn't his best game and it wasn't England's best game, to be playing, you know, in a Euros final at 19, to be playing in an FA Cup final at 19, to be scoring, that's an unbelievable achievement, especially for a guy this time a year ago who hadn't played for United because he was injured. He didn't come in till late October. Really shows how he's matured and developed. You then go further on. The three of the top 10 favourites for the 2024 Golden Boy Award are Mainoo, Garnacho and Euro. Obviously, I think Yamal's going to win it. But Mainoo, Alejandro Garnacho and Lenny Euro. We've got 3 nominees in the Golden Boy Award. No other club has that. And that's why I think the United future is exciting. I think, you know, it's going to be a rough year at United. I think there's going to be ups. I think there's going to be downs. But I think the future and I think the project we have is particularly exciting. Because I think we're building a spine of so many elite under-19 talents. Euro for the centre-back, Kone for DM, Mainoo for centre-mid, wing, Lasal, Garnacho, up front, Obi Martin. This isn't even talking about Bianchiri. I haven't even spoke about Bianchiri. He's not even mentioned in this video, but we've also got Gabriel Bianchiri, that is 17 years of age, cannot stop scoring for club and country in games this season. You've got Shea Lacey to come back from injury, Harry Amas potentially for the future. The level of talent and excitement that United have is unbelievable. And of course, there's players like Toby Collier, they're 20. They're already getting minutes versus Manchester City in the Community Shield, already coming off the bench versus Liverpool. He's really eager and keen to impress. And while we don't know if he'll be United level, his energy, his legs, his running is something that Man United massively lacked in midfield. And you can see why Ten Hag takes a liking to the kid. You've got Rasmus Højlund that is 21. You've got Amad Diallo that is 22. 2 unbelievable young talents. I always say this is Amad's year. I think Højlund's going to have a great year. I think he's going to get more service. I think if Højlund gets service, he's clinical. But I always think this is going to be Amad's year. Amad had more touches in the opposition box than any other Man United player versus Liverpool. And he came on in the 69th minute. He looked head and shoulders above everybody else. I remember the Community Shield versus Man City was brilliant. Pre-season, he looked really good. Ten Hag has finally realised that this guy's probably a bit better than Anthony. And I think United are putting a bit of faith in Amad Diallo and his future. And I think he's going to get the minutes. And I think this is going to be Amad's season. I hope that he starts versus Southampton. But you look at his time versus Sunderland, where he, to be honest, played as more of a right attacking midfielder than a right winger. But you knew it was good from his time at Sunderland. 98% off the progressive runs, 97% off for forward pass accuracy, 81st off for key passes, 90th off for non-penalty goals, 83rd off for progressive runs. You continue on, 14 goals and 4 assists in the Championship. That's 18 goal contributions in 3,000 minutes. A goal contribution every other game in the Championship for Sunderland. Really good, inspiring statistics. But it wasn't just about statistics. It was how good he was on the ball, how good he was at passing and moving and playing and influencing the game and improving the team around him. We've seen him in the Community Shield final where he should have got 2 assists. He didn't get a goal or assist in the Community Shield final, but he was very good. He was influencing the game. We've seen that from Amad. And I think it's really exciting what United do have going on. You know, Ibrahimov and Obi Martin, 2 of the highest rated 16-year-olds, Amas, Lasal, Lacey, Bianchiri, Fletcher, amongst other 17-year-olds, Euro and Kone 18, Mainoo's 19, Garnacho and Collier 20, Højlund 21, Amad 22, Sirks and Nagata 23. It's an exciting future at United. You look at the academy, Amas, Lacey, Collier, Wheatley, Williams, Ennis, Fitzgerald, Fletcher, Ibrahimov, Dan Gore even, Bianchiri. Some exciting players there. And, you know, we look at some of the players here. Obi Martin, 32 goals, 3 assists in 18 games. 32 goals and 3 assists in 18 Premier League 2 games. At 16, under 18's Premier League at 16, so he was like a good year or so younger than everybody else as well. An absolute monster. You look at him, you know, 17 games, 28 goals for Arsenal's under 18s. 14 games and 10 goals for Denmark's under 17s. You see like his list of just scoring streaks. Unbelievable level talent, Obi Martin. There's then Sekou Kone, that was a Christian Vivel signing, a guy that was one of the standout players at the under 17s World Cup, being compared to Essien, the modern holding midfielder that is the ideal profile for the future. Didn't watch the under 17s World Cup, but apparently he was one of the best players there. It was said that he is someone that's got a slender profile, very good intelligence, can recognise situations, recover the ball, very good ground coverage and wins duels frequently. He's seen as the ideal profile. And then there's Lasal. He hasn't been spoken about as much as the other 2 academy signings, but apparently he's a dynamic left winger, capable of rapid changes of pace, direction, very fast over distances, with good end product. So maybe some similarities to Garnacho there. He was in Crystal Palace's under 15 floodlit victory last year. Apparently he's an unbelievable level talent. And United also looking at South American talent to take advantage. Franco Mastuano is one that we're looking at. Apparently he's the next Cole Palmer sort of player coming up there. And I think it's exciting what we have, because you've got Kobbie Mainoo and Garnacho that won the Youth Cup together, then won the FA Cup together, both scoring. And there could be more of that to come at United. I really think the project at Manchester United is exciting, and I'm trying to be positive because it's the international break and it's a little bit dead at the moment news-wise. But I hope you enjoyed watching today's video. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.